Good evening. Welcome to Newfane High School and the Panther Pit, where the Newfane Panthers will host the Royalton Rams in a Niagara Orleans basketball boys game this evening. And if this game is anything like the JV game, Coach Klump will be absolutely ecstatic over his troops. I would like to tell you about that JV game if you had the pleasure of watching it this evening. We had a little technical difficulty, so you did not get to hear the sound, but I'll tell you folks, for the years that I've been doing this, I cannot remember a JV team that was down by 20 points in the first half. The coach got down on one knee, Coach Jeff Nealon, looked at his 10 players on the bench right square in the eyeball and said, in a low, even keel voice, he says, I saw 10 guys out there loafing tonight. He said, look, you guys look like you didn't even want to play the game. He says, you see how they hustled on the other side and they're up by 20 points? Went in at halftime, came out. They not only covered the 20 points, not only responded to Coach Nealon, they won by 12 points. It is something that you had to see to believe it. The coach wasn't yelling, screaming, jumping up and down. He was in his low-key, level voice and told them that, and they responded beyond belief. I think, we'll have a good one on the varsity. We have two teams once again that are playing guns out. The Newfane Panthers lead the Niagara Orleans League at 5-3. And believe it or not, the Royalton Rams at 2-4 are in second place right now because of the points they accrued by their two wins in the league. So I think that we are going to have a good one. I would like to give you the starting lineup for the Royalton Rams this evening. Run of the point, a 6-foot junior, Jamel Johnson Jr. 5'10 senior, Vinny Buscarino. At the 3, a 6-foot senior, Dom Byer. At the 4, a 6'4 senior, Brandon Masters. And the center this evening will be a 6'5 senior, Brian Bays. They are coached by Joe Pollack. Starting lineup for the Newfane Panthers this evening, running the point, a 5'10 sophomore, Nate Snow. At the 2-guard slot, a 5'10 senior, Connor Gunby. At the 3, a 5'9 senior, Brett Bucalo. And at the 4, a 6'2 senior, Brady Harrington. The center, a 6'2" sophomore, Ben Dickinson. They are coached by Eric Klump. As I talked to Coach Klump in pregame, I says, how are you going to compensate for the tall giant line up front with the 6'5", 6'4"? He says, we are going to pressure. We are going to put them in a position where we hope we can double the big guy, 6'5", and let our guards do their work this evening. So I'm going to take a break. I'll turn it over to the public address announcer, and he will tell you about the program for this evening. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. We are ready to rock and roll this evening, and if the first game was any indicator, we are going to have a dandy. The gym was roaring after that big comeback, and we are ready now. We are trying to check to see if everything is fine with our sound system. Hitting the center circle for the Rams this evening is Jamal Johnson Jr. and for the Panthers, Brady Harrington. Panthers in their white uniforms with blue numerals and the Rams in their black and purple. Getting the tip will be the Panthers in the backcourt. Gunby along with Snow and Buccalo. Buccalo gets it back over to Snow, top of the arc. Drives to the left side, open just for a second, off the glass, won't go. It's up. The big man gets the first rebound of the day. He outlets his point, Johnson. Johnson fires it down. It is tipped. It goes into the big man. Back out to the shooter, Buscarino. Buscarino is leading the Rams 19 points a game, so keep your eye on the blonde-haired dude. First three-point shot's up, no good. Snow on the boards for the Panthers. Snow's in the forecourt on the left side. He is looking over to the left side. He brings in Gunby. Gunby drive, shot off the glass. Whoa, it goes. First bucket of the day. 2 zips, the Panthers. Gunby leading the scoring for the Panthers. In the forecourt, Johnson. Johnson down to the baseline to Byer. Byer back out to Johnson around the perimeter. Turnaround jumper by the 6'5" man. Didn't go. In fact, that was 6'4" Brandon Masters. 6'5" is 22. We're around the perimeter, out the top of the arc. Over the left side, Harrington shot up. Counted! Brady Harrington's first bucket of the day. It is 4-zip. Newfane in the lead, starting out hot this evening. When I talked to Coach Klump, I said that's what we needed to do this evening, was watch you guys make the buckets early. First, a foul on Ben Dickinson of the Panthers. That's his first team foul. Rams in the forecourt. Buscarino looks for some help. Fires it down to the big fella. And it's loose, picked up by Johnson. Johnson into the paint. Shots up. It's blocked by Harrington. Here comes Snow. Snow flying down the right side. He goes by Buscarino, almost, but good defense. Dickinson around the perimeter to Buccalo. Buccalo drives in. Official's going to let him play tonight. Some banging going in, and the first one off, and wasn't a kneecap, it was a toe. First toe of the night. It went off of Gunby's toe. Turnover. 4-zip. Newfane in the lead. Good crowd here this evening, whooping it up early. They pop it down to the baseline into Johnson. Johnson shot up. He was fouled as his shot was blocked, and it was Harrington. That's his first personal, second team foul against the Panthers. Going to the free throw line, the 5'10", 6-foot junior, Jamal Johnson Jr. Looked very good in warm-ups, and I can understand why. After watching him in the first couple minutes of plays at the free throw line. First free throw of the night goes awry. He'll get a second as he was in the act of shooting. Couple of dribbles. Couple more. He's set. It's up. Strong off the back of the rim. Dickinson on the boards. Outlets Gunby. Gunby sets Buccalo on the right, Snow on the left. Dickinson around. Harrington, top of the arc. Floating around is Gunby. Gunby drives all the way around. Inside, Buccalo. Buccalo off the glass, drops it in. Brett's first bucket of the night. 3 Panthers have scored. It is 6-zip. In the forecourt of the Rams, this is going to be a fast game. Both teams like to run. Shot is up, no good. Jumping jack Dickinson rips down second board of the night. Gunby in the forecourt has Ben in the back to help him. Left-handed scoop shot up, no good. Rebound goes directly to Johnson of the Rams. He gets it to Buscarino. Buscarino's tray is up, and he was fouled by Ben. That'll be Ben's second. And does Coach leave him in? I don't think he can. That's a third on the team, 2 on Ben. Coming off the bench, first sub in will be Landon Bremen, the 5'9 sophomore. At the free throw line, Vinny Buscarino. He rattles the first one in. He'll get 3 shots. Note the official says he's got 3 shots. You can't come in till the third one. To me, it doesn't really make any difference. It's dead ball anyhow. He cans 2. Vinny is the leading scorer of the Rams, 19 points a game. He has a pair, 6'2". Newfane in the lead. Sub coming in for the Rams, a 6'1 senior, Aiden Petrie. Vinny will get a third. He pops it up. He counts it. 3 in a row. So the Rams learned, or the Panthers learned early, you don't foul Vinny. Buccalo drives, lays it up, and he'll go to the free throw line, and he was whipped on the way to the hole into the paint. And he comes right in and gets the first foul, does Petrie. That's his first. That's the first on the team. Buccalo at the free throw line for the first free throw for the Panthers this evening. And it's all net. 3 for Brett. 7-3, Panthers in the lead. It's up. It's going to be strong off the back of the rim. Ripped down by Johnson. What a match we're going to have tonight. Johnson against Dickinson on the boards. In the forecourt, and there's an interception by the Panthers. They get it to Snow. Snow inside Harrington. Harrington misses the layup. 7-3, closing in on the midpoint of the first quarter. Johnson into the paint. And there's a travel violation by Johnson. Great defense by the Panthers once again. Cheerleaders whooping it up on the far side. Big squad of cheerleaders this season. This crowd will be rocking this evening. We have 2 teams fighting out for the lead. Bremen gets it out to Gunby. Gunby had a notion. Johnson shut the door on him. Snow, up, in. Nate will go to the free throw line. He'll get a free throw. 4 Panthers have scored. It is 9-3. Coming in for the Panthers, 6'3 senior Ethan Boyer going to the bench, Harrington. Harrington's a 6'2 senior, and he can fight inside. Snow's free throw. Good. 10-3. Closing in on the midpoint of the first quarter. Get it into Johnson. Johnson lost his balance down to the big man. Out to the top of the arc. 3-point shot, no good. Bucciarelli, Rena, shot. Snow on the boards. Over to Gunby. Left wing. Gunby. Open. 3-point shot. In and out. And there was a travel they didn't call. Snow got the interception on the pass. Top of the arc, Gunby. He's open for the tray. Strong off the right side of the rim. Johnson on the boards. Johnson. Over to Buscarino. Reno inside. Shot up and in by Masters. That's Brendan's first field goal. That is the team's first field goal of the game. 10-5. Panthers in the lead. In the forecourt. Buccalo right side. Back out to Snow. Around the perimeter to Gunby. Gunby inside to the Snowman. Great pass. Nate puts it up and in. 5 for the Snowman. 12-5. Newfane in the lead. Johnson in the forecourt. Over to the right wing to Byer. Byer out the top of the arc. To Buscarino. Over to Johnson. Johnson lost it. Picked up by Gunby. Gunby takes on Johnson. Lost on the ice. Jumper up off the glass. Won't go. Loose on the floor. Gunby gets the board. Looks for some help. Buccalo. They got him called for traveling. Coming in for the Panthers, Connor Contamance, a 5'7 sophomore. He'll give Gunby a break. 2:41 left in the first. 12-5. Newfane. I think it's very, very important that the Panthers start every game as they have this with buckets underneath because they have had trouble doing that in the past. Jumper up and good by Petrie. That's the second field goal of the game for the Rams. And going to the free throw line will be Petrie, a 6'1" senior. Free throw's good. 3-point play. Old-fashioned style. Round the perimeter of the Panthers. Buccolo over to the right wing. Knocked out of bounds by Johnson. Jamel Johnson Jr. Super quick hands. It will be Newfane ball underneath the basket, left side. Brayman will inbound. The 5'9" sophomore Landon. Shot up, no good. Johnson on the board. Threw the elbow to the big man Boyer. He'll pay for that later. There's a little walk. And they called a blocking foul, evidently, before the walk. And they called it on 2-2. That's Brett Buccolo, his first 14 foul against the Panthers. Going to the free throw line. We will have Petrie. First shot is up, no good. He'll get two as he was in the act of shooting. Buccolo will come out and get a rest, going back in Gumby. Second one, justed just fine. Petrie has 5. Perfect from the line this evening. 12-9, Newfane in the lead. Boyer inside, goes around the big man, won't go. Snowman open in on the boards and the putback. Nate has 7, 14-9. Newfane in the lead. Around the perimeter, Johnson inside. Jumper up and in, off the glass. Nice pass. Coming off the bench is Petrie. He has 7. 14-11, Newfane. Right wing pass is going to be intercepted, and hitting the wall hard was Brandon Masters. Masters, a 6'4" senior, very solidly built, very strong inside. Gumby will inbounds the pass. Cordomanci looking for the break. Didn't get it. Over to the Snowman. It's up and it's halfway down and out. Johnson on the boards. Johnson in the forecourt. He can tie it up with a tray. Pops it down to the baseline. Back out top of the arc to Petrie. Petrie stops and pops from 8. And it goes. Petrie off the bench with 9 points. 14-13. And there was a timeout call, but the coach says he didn't want it. So we'll cancel that timeout. We'll go back to playing. He thought he called the timeout, and he didn't. He was complaining about a foul, evidently. 1:09 left in the first quarter, 14-13. The Panthers in the lead. Back in for the Panthers, Harrington. Gumby gets it into Brayman. Back to Gumby. Around to Dickinson. Harrington. Right wing. Gumby. Ball's knocked loose. Picked up by Gumby. He's open. He drives in. He lost the handle and it went off the kneecap. First kneecap of the night. Good defense by Don Boyer, a 6' senior for the Rams. Gumby will inbound. He wants the numbers play. He pops it to Dickinson. Dickinson stops and pops with the left hand. Won't go. Loose on the floor. Picked up by Buscarino. Buscarino in the forecourt. Looks for the lob pass. Back to Buscarino for a second. He's open for the tray. Cut it! First tray of the night for Vinny Buscarino. First lead of the night for the Rams. 16-14. We'll take a break as timeout was called. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to a red-hot Panther pit. 38.9 seconds left in the first quarter. The Varsity took a lesson from the JV. They lead 16-14. Gumby in the forecourt, rotating around as Cordomanci. Pass it down to the baseline to Gunby. Gunby drives, door slam, still drive, throws up a wild shot, and no basket, says the official. He traveled as he made his pivot. 20.6 seconds left. Make sure somebody's in the face of Buscarino, the 5'10 senior. He can shoot it from downtown Newfane in the forecourt. He pops it over to Deneri. Deneri's tray is up and good. The Rams starting to heat up. 19-14. Driving, Snow out around the perimeter, and they don't get the shot off. Score at the end of the first quarter. Royalton Rams 19, Newfane Panthers 14. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. I might have to take a second or two and get back to where I'm not so dizzy. I was just watching the cheerleaders. Boy, I'll tell you, what a good squad this year. They had a half a dozen cheerleaders doing the flips down the floor. And I'm sure before this thing is over with, we're going to see at least a half-court flip all the way down. Scoring for that first quarter, Nate Snow 7 for the Panthers. And Petrie off the bench, no less, 9 points for the Rams. It is a dandy. Rams are 2-4, and I'll tell you, the four teams that beat them must be special. Buscarino in the forecourt. They get it back from Deneri. Out to Deneri. Deneri can fight the tray. He's down inside. The shot is up, and it's no good. Rebound goes to Harrington. Harrington outlets Brayman. Brayman gets it out to Gunby. Gunby drives, shot up, no good. Ball's loose. He was fouled. He hits the mat on the backside. He'll get a couple of free throws. The foul is on Boyer. That is the first on Dom and the third on the team. Newfane sits with 5. When we get to 7, it is a 1-1. Gunby throws up the first free throw with a miss. He'll get a second. Coming back in, Buccalo going to the bench of Brayman for the Panthers. Free throws, I think, are paramount tonight. They might decide this thing before it's over with. Misses 2. Jumping jacks, 2 of them. Goes to the Rams. Over to Buscarino. Buscarino down to the baseline. Back to Vinny. To the big man, Masters. Rennery. Three-pointer, count it! Buscarino starting to heat it up. He has 9. 22-14. Rams in the lead. Around the perimeter are the Panthers. Dickinson out the top of the arc to Buccalo. Had a notion. Good defense by the Rams. And Dickinson tried to fire a baseline pass at Harrington. It was knocked out of bounds by the quick hands of the Rams. Gunby will inbound it. Right side of the basket, baseline. The breaker is on. He gets it into Harrington. Harrington will be going up against Petrie. Takes Petrie to the hole. Gunby's open for the tray. Strong off the back of the rim. Gunby on the boards. His jumper's up. Too strong. Off the back of the rim. Buscarino. Couple of dribbles. Lays up a shot off the glass and in. Talk about good, folks. 11 in the first half. 24-14. Rams on a run. We'll take a break as there is a timeout. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. The Panthers started out red hot. Then the Rams caught fire. And now the Rams lead by 10. 6:32 left in the second quarter. It is 24-14. In the forecourt. Gunby. Gunby to Snow. Dickinson. Buccalo. Dickinson. Top of the arc. He'll take it off the kneecap, and there was a block as Ben was driving it to the hole. And I believe they are going to get it on Petrie. That will be Aiden's second. That will be the fourth on the team. Aiden will have to come over and get a seat. Going back in will be Don Boyer for the Rams. What a punch Aiden Petrie put in for the Rams with 9 points in that time coming off the bench. Buccalo slipped on the ice. They got him for a travel call. Wow, you talk about a hot first half. It might be frigid outside, folks, but it's red hot in this Panther Pit. Johnson in the forecourt for the Rams. Looks over to the left side, back to Johnson. That's Denary coming across the baseline. Going after the steal was Gunby. He didn't get it. Buscarino, double team trap. He's fouled. He went to the floor. They got Gunby on the foul. That's his first. That is the 16th foul against the Panthers. Buscarino at the free throw line. I already got my first half lined up for him. I'm going to have to take an extra row. Free throws up. Perfect. 4 of 4 from the line this evening. 12 points for Vinny. Now I can understand why he's leading with 19 and why he is an excellent ball player. I'll tell you what, Vinny is the best player I have seen so far this season, all around. He can do everything. Let's see if the Panthers can find an answer. In the forecourt, Harrington. Harrington around to Dickinson. Dickinson drives, puts it off the glass, too strong. He'll go to the free throw line as he was hammered on the baseline. They got one of the big guys, Brandon Masters. That's his first. That is the 15th foul. They have had Ben scoreless this evening. This will be his first free throw of the evening. He will get a pair as he was in the act of shooting. Free throw's no good. He'll get a second. Coming off the bench once again, Landon Brayman, the 5'9 sophomore, going to the bench, Buccalo. Buccalo, solid inside player for his height. Brett is just 5'9". Ben Cans the second. 26-15. Rams in the lead. Early moments of the second. Buscarino driving baseline. Sees an open Denary. 3-point shot off the glass. He says, I didn't even call that one. 12 for Aiden. 29-15. In the forecourt of the Panthers. There's a steal. Johnson takes it up, lays it in. That's the first field goal for Jamel Johnson Jr. 31-15. And it's loose on the floor. Buscarino passes it over to Denary. His shot blocked. Take out of the air by Snow. 3-on-2. They have numbers. Snow's tripped. Bodies flying all over the place. They're going to get the foul on Boyer, I believe, on the trip. Second personal, 6 team. At the free throw line, Nate Snow, 1 of 1 from the line this evening, 7 points. Rattles and bounces out. Nate will get a second. 1 of 2. Coming to the locker room and talking to the trainer, Jamel Johnson Jr. Second free throw is good for Nate. 8 points. 31-16. 4:49 left in the first half. Coach Pollack forgot that he doesn't have a uniform on. He's 8 feet out on the floor. Butcherino down to the baseline. It's up. It's good. Count it. That's money in the bank. Wow. 15 in the first half for Butcherino. Drive Snow. Lays it up. Too short. On the rebound, Boyer. His putback's no good. He was whacked. They got the big man Masters. That's his second. That's his 7th team. At the free throw line, Ethan Boyer for his first attempt at a free throw. The big man, 6'3" senior, all-star center on the football team. He cans the first free throw. 5 of 9 from the line are the Panthers. They are going to need every one, it looks like, against this Rams team. Second one, no good. Snow, put back, good. Count it. Sorry, that was not Snow. My fault. That was Bremen. His first field goal of the night. 34-19. And there's a turnover by the Rams. Bad pass. Close to the midpoint of the second quarter. Raymond. Look for the right wing, Gunby. Gunby gets Snow. Back around to Dickinson to Gunby. Or to Snow. 3-point shot. Counted! Raymond's first tray of the night. The sophomore has 5. 34-22. Another bad pass by Buscarino. Snow will inbounds with Bremen. Landon says, I have you covered, coach. Over to Snow. Snow. And there was a tackle at the 10-yard line, no call. And they're traveling and holding and you name it. There it is, traveling before the hold. Playing a little out of control. I'll tell you what, if they complain a little bit, I think Coach Pollack might get himself a tee because he's out onto the floor about 5 feet. Every play, 3-point shot up on line, won't go. Dickinson on the boards. Out to Snow. Snow on the left wing. Fires it inside to Boyer. Boyer takes the big man. Got away with a couple of steps. That's the big guy. 6'5", Bays. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, 6'5", Bays. That's his first. That'll be the 8th on the team. Boyer will go to the free throw line. 1 of 2 from the line this evening. It's strong off the back of the iron. He'll get another one. One of 3 from the line. Rebound goes to the Rams. They get it down to Butcherino. And there is a timeout called by Coach Pollack of the Rams. We will take one with him. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. 34-22, Rams in the lead. Coach Klump will not need any motivational speeches tonight. He'll just look at the players and say, did you see the JV game, guys? In the forecourt are the Rams. Buscarino. And there's Gunby on the steal. A lead pass down inside to Snow. Snow up, too strong. Rebound, Johnson. Johnson, outlets, Denary, shot up, no good, foul called. And I think they're going to get Gunby on the foul. That is a 2 on Gunby. That is a 7 on the team. Petrie at the free throw line for his first attempt at a free throw this evening. It's going to be strong off the back of the iron. He will get a second. 12 points coming off the bench this evening in his first stint. He compensates for that one. 35-22 Rams in the forecourt. Panthers, Dickinson drives off the glass. Count it! Ben's first field goal of the night. 3 points for the jumping jack. 35-24. Rams, crowd is starting to get in it. Around the perimeter, over to Johnson. Johnson down inside to Denary. And there is a tie-up, jump ball, possession arrow goes to the Panthers. And there is the warning on the coach. If he comes out on the floor again, it will be a technical in 2 shots, and he will be gone. Coach Pollock has been out there all night. Coach Klump should make that very evident to the officials. Dickinson once again, and the shot is blocked, and he'll go to the free throw line. I believe they are going to get Masters on that one. Nope, they're going to get 1-2 Byer. That is Byer's third. That is the 9th team at the free throw line. Ben Dickinson, 1 of 3 from the line this evening. Misses the first. Buccolo coming back in for the Panthers. Going to the bench, Gunby. For the Rams, 6'3 junior Nate Byer. Bench free throw halfway down and out. Buscarino looks over the left side to Johnson. Denary, shot up. Sorry, that's Petrie. Petrie on the shot. 37-24. Rams in the lead. Around the perimeter. Jumper up by Raymond. Rebound, Rams. Buscarino in the forecourt. Looks over to the left side to Johnson. Johnson had a notion, didn't take it. Jumper up from long range, won't go. Rebound goes to Boyer of the Panthers. The outlet's Bremen. Bremen in the forecourt to Snow. Snow between the legs. Just a sophomore. Back out to Dickinson. Open for the 2. That is Ben's second bucket of the night. 5 points. 37-26. Rams hanging in there. Last minute of the first half. Buscarino props it down to the baseline. Back to Buscarino. Snow knocks it off the back rim. Harrington coming in with Cordamanchi for the Panthers. And coming back in for the Rams, Petrie. Johnson over to Buscarino. 3-point shot, count it. That's money in the banks, folks. And there's a timeout called. We'll take one with them. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. Rams, 40-26 over the Panthers. Vinny Buscarino, 19 points in the first half. They can tell him, okay, got your average, that's it, son. That's all you're allowed. It has been near perfection for the Rams in this first half once they got through the hot start by the Panthers. 52.4 seconds left in the first half. Dickinson will inbound to Snow. Snow in the forecourt, looks back to Dickinson. Dickinson drive, double team trap. And it goes out of bounds, and they're going to give it to the Panthers. Harrington will inbound, left side the basket baseline. Cancel that. It will be Cordomanchi for the Panthers. Knocked out of bounds by the quick hands of Johnson. That's Jamel Jr. 6-foot junior. Bugalo will inbound. Comanche. The Snow. Snow had a notion. Dishes it off to Cordomanchi. Out to Bugalo. 13 seconds on the clock. Dickinson. Scoop shot up. Won't go. Harrington on the boards. Back out to Snow. Snow's open for the tray. Short off the front of the rim. Dickinson goes to Buzzarelli up to Johnson. Johnson lays it up, lays it in. Second bucket for Johnson, 42-26. Snow drives, stops, pops, won't go. Buzzer goes off the end. The first half of play with the Roy Hart Rams leading the Newfane Panthers 42-26. We'll take our halftime break and be back to update you on all of the scoring. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit, where the Royalton Rams are leading the Newfane Panthers 42-26 at the best shooting night of an opponent in the pit this season. Averaging 19 points a game is Vinny Buscarino for the Rams. He has his 19 right now. The rest of his team helping him also. Aiden Petrie coming off the bench with 15. Johnson, 4. Masters, 2. Deneri, 3. For the Newfane Panthers, Snow, 8. Gunby, 2. Bucalo, 3. Harrington, 2. Dickinson, 5. Brayman, 5. And Boyer, 1. These Panthers will be back in the pit on Monday. We will be here to bring you that game when they host the Bennett Tigers from Buffalo, New York. And for all of you folks that enjoy basketball, I'll give you a little trivia question. What Bennett alumni's shoes are in the Hall of Fame? That's correct. A Bennett Tiger alumni shoes in the Hall of Fame. I'll give you a second to think about that one, and I will be back in just a moment. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. I give you a couple minutes, minute and a half, to think of the answer to the trivia question. And for all of you folks that could answer that question, you have your senior citizens card, I would imagine. The answer is Bob Lanier. That is correct. Bob Lanier's sneakers. Are you ready for this, folks? Size 22. My wife and I both could put both our feet in one of his sneakers. Size 22s. The outstanding Hall of Famer from the Bennett Tigers. That team will be in to the Panther Pit Monday evening. We will bring you the action. Tip-off is 6:30. But right now we have a game to think about. The Panthers down 16. The JV Panthers were down 20 in the first half. Came roaring back and won by 10. So these Panthers know it can be done. But you have to figure out how to slow down Buscarino. He has his average in the first half with 19. We'll see what Coach Klump and his Panthers have planned for the outstanding Vinny Buscarino. The blonde locks, a real blonde locks it looks like. He has had his way out there tonight. He has shot all the way up to about 30 feet. The Rams will have first possession to start this third quarter. Johnson, Buscarino on the right wing. He goes underneath the basket. Around the perimeter, and quick hands of Gunby, and Gunby rounded a tip on it, and he's not going to get it. Deneri will inbound it to Buscarino. Buscarino looks over to the right side to Masters. Masters drives inside, has a notion, and he fires it right to Snow. Snow has Buccolo on the wing. Snow puts it off the glass and puts it in. Nate hits the 10th point. 42-28. Rams. Fans starting to encourage the Panthers fans are starting to encourage their 2 blocks. And the second block got an elbow. So Johnson will be going to the free throw line. The foul was on Dickinson. That's his 3rd. That'll be the first in the second half. So what does Coach do right now? At the free throw line, 0 of 2 is Jamel Johnson Jr. It's up. It's good. That's his first made free throw. 5 points for the outstanding point guard. 43-28, the Rams. Second is up. Online, all net. 44-28, Rams. Panthers in the forecourt. Buccolo. Dickinson, top of the arc. Harrington comes out. Snow breaks to the hole, comes back out to Dickinson. Dickinson, 16-footer, too strong. Rebound Johnson. Johnson has Harrington with him. Lost the handle. Picked off the floor, Gumby. Gumby goes 1-on-2. He waits for the troops. Over to Buccolo. Buccolo's open. Strong off the back of the arm. Rebound. Goes to Petrie. Petrie on that right wing. And an offensive foul. He lowered the shoulder. Harrington took the charge. Says, I'll get one out of this. So we will give the foul to Petrie. That's his 3rd. That will be the first team of this second half. In the forecourt, Gumby. Over to Snow. Snow directing traffic. Looking for the cutter out to Harrington at the free throw line. 16-footer won't go. Over the back. They got Buscarino. That's his first. That'll be the second team foul. That'll be an inbounds pass. Baseline left side of the basket. 44-28. Rams in the lead. They're looking for the breaker. Harrington. Open just for a second. Didn't take it. Snow's around. Open for the 3rd. Count it! The Snowman's first tray of the night. He has 5 in the quarter. 13 for the game. 44-31. Johnson tries to split the defense. Pops up a floater, and it goes. 8 for Jamel. First field goal in the second half. Gumby in the forecourt. Over the left side of Buccolo. Right side Buccolo. Open is Snow. Short off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Petrie. Petrie comes down the left side. He'll have Johnson out front with him. Johnson sets the pick. Petrie lost the handle. Over to Buscarino. Back out to Petrie. Petrie's shot is up, and they got a foul, and it looked like it was on the ball, and they called it on Gumby. That is Gumby's 3rd. That'll be the second team foul. At the free throw line will be Petrie. 4 of 5 from the line this evening. 15 points in that first half coming off the bench. Not too shabby. Rattles and won't go. Coming back in, Bremen. Going to the bench, Buccolo. Also coming back in for the Panthers will be Boyer. He will have a battle inside with Masters. 2 big fellas will be banging. 6'4" against 6'3". All net for Petrie on the second. 16 for the game. 47-31. Rams in the lead. Dickinson drives. On the perimeter. Good passing. Snow's open for the tray. Got it! Pair of trays in a row for the Snowman. He has 16. 47-34. Johnson in the forecourt. And there was a travel. Bremen hit the deck as Johnson decked him. Coach Pollock is out on the floor again. He got his warning in that first half. Next one will not be a warning. It'll be an ejection. Around the perimeter. Bremen. To Boyer. Boyer's open. Shot is blocked. Pulled out of the air by Masters. Petrie has the ball stolen, and there was a foul called. They called it on Snow. That is his first. That'll be the third team. Ready to come in for the Panthers. Cordomanchi played well in that first half. Gunby comes out to the bench. Got that disgusted look on his face, and you always like to see that if you're a coach. They don't want to come out. They want to stay in and contribute. Buscarino picked up by Snow. There's a matchup, senior against sophomore. To show you what I've got there, Pops. Around the perimeter, Johnson down to the baseline to Masters. Masters back out. Buscarino. Johnson throws a bad pass out of bounds. Closing in on the midpoint of the third quarter. 47-34. Rams. Well, I'll tell you, this is the best 2-4 team that I've seen in years, folks. In the forecourt are the Panthers. Down inside to Boyer. Put it down on the floor, and he got it taken away, and somebody lost the mask. Tore it right off. Big man lost his glasses. Let me get the glasses on. Let's see what's going on. It will be Newfane ball. Under the basket, baseline. Into Bauer. Bauer's to Snow. Snow stops and pops. It's online. It rattles. Halfway down, won't go. Boyer on the putback. He'll go the free throw line. Big man's got his hands up in the air. It didn't do him any good. Referee says, I saw it. You did it. 3 on Masters. 3 on the team. It will be inbounds pass. Under the basket. Baseline. Bremen will inbound for the Panthers. Get it into Snow. Snow's open for the tray. It's going to be short. And now they got a reach-in foul. Coach not happy with that one. Boyer committed his first. That'll be the 4th on the team. Coach Klump wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. Panthers chopped 3 points off of the lead in the first 4 minutes of that third quarter. This third quarter, I should say. No, we're not out of it yet, folks. They have to do more than that in the second half of the third, so they get back into this ball game. They have held the Rams to 1 field goal in that period of time. Rams coming in the backcourt. Johnson along with Denary. The backcourt is Petrie, Denary, Johnson. In to Petrie. Shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound. There's a foul there underneath. Let's see who they got. 1. That's Snow. That's his second. That'll be the 5th on the team. In the act of shooting was Aiden Petrie. 5 of 7 from the line this evening. 6 of 8. He will get one more as he was in the act of shooting. 17 points for Aiden. Missed that one. It's up for grabs. There's a tie-up. And I think they're going to say jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Rams. Buscarino will inbound. Right side of the basket baseline. He fires it up. Denary. Down to Johnson on the left wing. 3-point shot's up. It's on line. It's going to be short. Boyer on the boards. And it's intercepted by Johnson. Right to Masters. Back to Johnson. Over to Petrie. Down inside. 14 steps. Got away with that one. Down to the baseline. Big man Masters. Johnson over the back. And he decked Raymond. Or Cordomachi. Cordomachi hit the deck. That's first on Johnson. That is the fourth on the team. In the forecourt of the Panthers, Dickinson. He drives. Dishes it off. Cordomachi's open for the tray. Won't go. Loose on the floor. Snow's open. Off the rim. Dickinson, another board. Out to Cordomachi. That's Cordomachi. My fault. Raymond to Cordomachi. Out to Snow. Snow drives into the paint. Puts one off the glass. Count it. Snow says, I'll keep you in the game. He's the only one with field goal in the third quarter. 10 points in the quarter. 18 for the game. 48-36. Rams, jumper, long range, won't go. Boyer on the board. Out to quarterback, to Bremen. Bremen has a knock loose by Johnson. And there is going to be a tackle on the 10-yard line. And let's see what the official calls. And Coach Pollack has the ball. He just beat the smallest one out there if he played. I imagine he was a point guard and a half in his day. Boyer had a notion. Turned around, puts it up off the glass and in. The big man says, I got my glasses fixed. 48-38. If they make a stop, the Panthers can get back to single digits. In the forecourt, Petrie. Petrie drives, puts it up, short. Blocked by Boyer. And a foul called inside. Boyer wanted to travel. He didn't get it. Fouls on Boyer. That's his second. That will be the 6th-team foul. At the free throw line, Petrie. 2 of 4 from the line this half. 3 of 4 from the first half. That makes it 5 out of 8. 5 out of 9. He'll get another. Dribbles it a couple of times. It's up. It's online. It comes out. Dickinson on the boards. Down inside, Cordomachi. Over the left wing to Snow, around the perimeter. Raymond won't go. Big man, Bays gets a board. He outlets Johnson. Johnson in the forecourt, drives in, throws it up, throws it in. Jamal Johnson has a 10 for the game. 50-38. Rams in the forecourt. Cordomachi. Over to Snow. Had a notion. Second notion. Johnson on the steal. Got away with a slide in the ice. And it's blocked. And bodies flying all over the place. We got two folks down. One each. And let's see who they called the foul on. They called it on Boyer. That's his third. That'll be the 7th on the team at the free throw line. Petrie does not have a field goal in the second half. He rattles and drops that free throw. 18 for the game. Boyer comes out. Bremen comes out. Going back in, we have Bugalo along with Harrington. No good on the last free throw. Dickinson on the board and throws it away through the hands of Snow. That was one of the Mr. Bill's rocket passes. Mr. Allen. He says, you ever put a touch on that? Out around the perimeter, down to the baseline, back out to Johnson, left wing. Johnson drives in, stops and pops him 14. Count it. Jamel Johnson, given the lift they need in this quarter, has 8 in the quarter, 12 for the game. 53-38. The Rams, under a minute in the third. Harrington, Cotamanchi, Trey, short, front of the rim. Rebound, went to Byer. Byer outlets Petrie. Petrie throws a Trey up. Online, rattles, won't go. Harrington, last trip down. Coach wants the last shot. Snow, top of the arc. He'll take about 6 seconds and make his move. He hands it off to Dickinson. Cotamanchi. And it's a steal. Going in, layup, count it for Petrie. That was gravy on that one. End of the third quarter. Royalton Rams 55. The Newfane Panthers 38. We'll be back in just a moment. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. 2 scores for the Rams in that quarter. 8 for Johnson and 5 for Petrie. 1 score for the Panthers, and that was Snow with 10. That'll tell the story right there, folks. Down 17 in a quarter, can be done. The JV team showed that earlier tonight. Best comeback by any JV team I've seen in years. Newfane will start the fourth quarter with possession. They have to play almost a flawless quarter to pull this out tonight. Gunby, Dickinson. Dickinson had a notion. Snow. Knocked loose. Snow has it. And they got a foul on 11. That is the second one on Johnson. That is the 5th on the team. It'll be an inbounds pass under the basket baseline. Harrington wants the head play. Harrington's got it. Baseline. Back out to Snow. Snow's open. Count that one. Snowman says, I'm ready, coach. Let's see if we can get some help. 21 for the Snowman. 3 trays in the second half. 55-41. Johnson, a floater. It's up. Didn't go. Offensive foul on Johnson. That's his 3rd. That is the 6th team. There's one of the turnovers they need. In the forecourt, Gumby to Snow. Snow around perimeter. Dickinson underneath. Snow. Snow backdoor. He got it. 23 for the Snowman. 55-43. The bench is up. The fans are up. It's starting to roar in here. Snow wanted it the other way. It didn't work. Buscarino has been held scoreless in the second half. 19 for the first half. 55-43. Rams. Petrie drives in. Looks for Buscarino. Stolen. Gunby. Shots up. Didn't go. He'll go to the free throw line. That is on Petrie. That is his 4th. That is the 7th. The board has 3. Now they have 4. Gunby, 0 of 2 from the line this evening. if you look at free throws, that is the lead right now. Newfane has not made only 3 of their free throws. And 13 made for the Rams. Another miss. Rebound goes to Johnson of the Rams. It is only a 12-point game, and there's a timeout called by Coach Pollock of the Rams. We'll take a timeout with him. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. It has been a wild one this evening. Nate Snow single-handedly trying to keep his team in it. He is the only player. Well, Ethan Boyer has 1 bucket, and then Nate has 6 buckets in the second half. 23 points for the Snowman. Needs a little help from his friends. Within reach, 55-43. They have done their due diligence on the defensive end by holding Vinny Buscarino scoreless in the second half. Buscarino has it now, and it goes almost out of bounds. Down to the baseline to Masters. Masters fires it out. It's loose on the floor. Tie up. And it will be possession go to Rams. 6:36 left in the fourth. 55-43. Rams in the lead. In the Masters. Masters looks baseline. Hands it out to Johnson. Johnson fires it out top of the arc. 3-point shot's going to be strong. And it's picked off the floor, and there is a foul on the floor by 30. That's Masters. That's his 4th. That is the 8th-team foul. That will be a 1-and-1 for the Panthers. They can get back in it at the free throw line. Harrington. First trip to the line this evening. Going to be strong. Off the back of the iron. Rebound goes to Boyer. Over to Johnson for the Rams. In the forecourt. And there is a dive. And they called 30 on the pick. He's gone. That is 5 on Masters. So the big man will be out from under the basket. They lose a 6-4. They get a 6-5. Nope. He's coming back in. Now he's coming out. So can't, let's see, yes. 32's coming in. Nate Byer, a 6'3 junior. 55-43. Rams. Panthers have a chance to get within 10. Bucalo. Snow. Snow inside to Boyer. Back to Bucalo. Bucalo stops, hits a brick wall. It's up. Johnson won the jumping jack contest. Johnson, coast to coast, lays it up with the floater, puts it in. 12 in the half, 16 for the game. 57-43. Rams around the perimeter. Bucalo to Snow. Snow calling for some help. Just a sophomore, folks. Just a sophomore. Bucalo, 17, won't go. Ripped out of the air by Dennery. Dennery over to Johnson. Johnson splits the defense in the lane. There's the floater, won't go. And they're going to get Boyer. 4, 8. That'll be a shooter. Harrington coming back in along with Bremen. Going to the bench will be Boyer. At the free throw line, Nate Boyer, his first attempt at a free throw. Snow's out of the game also. Snow's the only one that's had a field goal in the second half other than Boyer for the Panthers. It's up. Dickinson's got it. 2 bushel for Ben this evening of rebounds. Gunby. Bounce pass inside. Back out to Gunby. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Goes to Boyer. Of the Rams. To Johnson. Johnson is picked up by Gunby. He goes by Gunby. Stops and pops. Won't go. On the boards. Pukalo. Gunby. Gunby in the forecourt. To Harrington. Stops. Pops. Short. Partially blocked. Ripped out of the air. Over to Buscarino. 3. Won't go. Dickinson. Another board. Closing in on the midpoint of the fourth. 57-43. Dickinson drives. Scoop shot. Up. Won't go. He'll go to the free throw line. That foul was on, well, he called it on 31, but it's actually evidently on 32. That's his first. That's 10. This will be a 2-shotter for Ben. It rattles and drops. Ben's only made 2 free throws this evening. Snow going back in. Bukalo coming out for the Panthers. Ben will get a second. Kansas. 10-point, 12-point game. 57-45. Closing in on the midpoint of the fourth. Rams in the lead with possession. Johnson. Around the perimeter back to Johnson. At an ocean. Fires it to the big man. It's loose on the floor. Panthers forgot to dive after it. Down inside to Johnson. And it's knocked off the fingertips of Harrington. Coming back in for the Rams, Petrie. And going to the bench, Boyer. Brothers dominate. Buscarino won't go. Harrington. Outlet Bremen. Bremen in the forecourt. Stops. Pops. Going to be off the left side of the rim. Johnson on the boards. Johnson fires underneath. And the shot won't go for Buscarino. And we have a tie-up. Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Panthers. 57-45. Timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. Time, an enemy of the Panthers. 3:39 left in the fourth. 12-point game, 57-45. Nate Snow has kept the Panthers in it single-handedly. And for the Rams, it has been Johnson Jr. 10 points and a half, 16 for the game. Gunby to Snow. Around the perimeter. Over to Dickinson. Back out to Bremen. Bremen had a notion. Dickinson. Top to Gunby. Good defense by the Rams. Gunby goes in. Puts it up. Won't go. Rebound Johnson. Bremen Ripped it off the floor. Need a bucket. Just little steps. Snow had a notion. Snow back to Brayman. Brayman's open for the trace. Going to be strong. Goes directly to Johnson at the free throw line. He turns on the ABs. Dishes it off to Buscarino. Shots up. He's fouled. That was on Gunby. That's 4 on Gunby. That will be 9 on the team. That'll put Buscarino at the free throw line. This will be his first point in the second half. Believe that? 19 points in the first half. They have shut him out in the second. And there's his point. 20 for the game. Average is 19. Gumby coming to the bench. Buccalo going in for the Panther. 2:56 left in the fourth. 58-45 Rams. 59-45 Rams. They are making their free throws this evening are the Rams. Difference in the ball game. Harrington. Snow. Open for the tray. Online. Count it! Fourth tray of the half. 18 and a half. 26 for the game. 59-48. Rams will take a break with them. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. For all of you summer folks that say you don't like snow, well, you haven't met Nate Snow from Newfane. 26 tonight. Keeping the Panthers in there. 4 trays in the second half. 59-48. 2:44 left. Just a sophomore, folks. Just a sophomore. Coach Klump has got to be ecstatic with his underclassmen. Johnson, after Snow, slows it down a little bit. Coach wants them to run some clock if they can. Johnson pops his floater up, won't go. And there is a foul underneath. And Gumby will be gone. That's 5 on Connor. That's 10 on the team. At the free throw line, Petrie. Coming back in to fill in the void from Gunby will be Cordomachi. Another sophomore, Connor. That's Connor with a K, folks. Petrie. 6 of 10 from the line this evening. Scores another. $21 for the game. 22 for the game. 61-48. Time running out on the Panthers. Around to Snow. Down inside Dickinson. And he is fouled. And they're going to call it on Byer. That is his 4th. That'll be 2 shots. Ben is 3 of 7 from the line this evening. Four. 61-49. 2:16 left in the fourth. Online, won't go. Rebound goes to Petrie. Petrie to Johnson. I'm very, very impressed with Jamel Johnson Jr., who is a junior. Around the perimeter. At the top of the arc, Deneri. Down to the baseline. Back to Deneri. Coach wants him to run time. They like to go to the hole. Johnson especially. Johnson stops and pops on the floater. Won't go. Rebound goes to Dickinson. Dickinson outlets Brayman. Brayman down to Snow. Snow got caught with the shuffle of the feet. Good call. 1:45 left. 61-49. Rams in the lead. Coach Pollock very vociferous on the sidelines. Calls a timeout because he didn't want to lose the ball on the turnover. And we'll see if it's a foul or a 30-second. Did not give us the indication, so we'll take a timeout with them. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit. I thought I was going to have to grab the AD. He got a little bit dizzier than I did that time. We knew it was going to come. There it was. 3/4 court backflip all the way down by the cheerleader. She does it usually once a night, puts on the show. And boy, I tell you, you talk about athletes. We have the athletes standing right over there with the big ends on their uniforms. 61-49 on the basketball floor. Rams in the lead. 1:45 left in the fourth. It has been a rock'em sock'em affair this evening. Very physical. Some outstanding performances we'll talk about post-game. Kodamachi. Stop the clock with the foul. That'll be his first. That'll be a two-shotter because both teams in the bonus. Deneri has not gone to the line this evening. This will be his first free throw. And he missed his first. He'll get a second. As of the bonus. 1:43 left in the game. He cans it. 62-49. Rams. Snow got away with a little travel on that one. Rebound goes to the Rams. They outlet to Johnson. It's just about over, but the shouting now. Johnson's going to take it, dish it off to Petrie. Petrie's double team trap. They are running the time as they should. Petrie, skip pass. Johnson, 9 seconds left on the clock. And why should we think anything else? Half-court shot. By the man. That's his first field goal in the second half. 24 points. For Buscarino. 65-49. 46.8 seconds left. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Into the forecourt. Johnson has it. Floaters up. Won't go. Rebound. Up and in by Petrie. It has been a shooting performance in the Panther Pit by the opponent this evening. 3-point shot is up. It's done. That'll just about do it for the Rams this evening. Outstanding shooting performance. The final score, Roy Hart 67, Newfane 49. I'll take about a minute, get all my stats together, and come back and tell you about those stats. You are watching high school basketball on YouTube at Newfane Central School District. Welcome back to the Panther Pit, where I have the final score for this evening. For the Royhart Rams, Denieri 4, Masters 2, Johnson 14, Buscarino 24, and Petrie 24. For the Panthers, Boyer 3, Brayman 5, Dickinson 8, Harrington 2, Bucalo 3, Gunby 2, and the Snowman 26. We'll be back in action right here at the Panther Pit on Monday night when these Panthers take on the Bennett Tigers. And the AD will be here. That's his old school. So he'll have his other 2 capes on, I would imagine. It has been fun. We'll be back on Monday. You have been watching High School